The legislature passed Vice Speaker B.J. Cruz's substituted version of the budget this afternoon with a vote of 13-1. The governor says cuts in the legislative version of the FY16 budget underfunds critical agencies and programs. Here's more.
Has been passed by Guam.
Senators passed what looks like a veto-proof substitute version of the FY2016 budget. The bill passed 13-1, with only one no vote coming from Senator Tony Atta and an excused absence from Senator Brant McCready. The legislature's version, which was largely crafted by Budget Chairman Vice Speaker B.J. Cruz, is more fiscally conservative than Governor Eddie Calvo's budget request.
We need to be. We cannot leave our children, our grandchildren, our great-grandchildren with the responsibility of paying down all these debts. We brought the deficit down by borrowing $300 and some million to pay all the tax refunds. We cannot start to run that back up again.
On Friday, the governor asked Cruz to include some amendments that would bump budget expenditures back up.
There was no way that we could. I mean, we had to reduce the amount to be appropriated from his level of 702 to 665, and the list that he sent us Friday was another $39 million. It would have even exceeded what his original proposal was. We could not include it.
The governor said in a release that cuts in the legislative version of the FY16 budget underfunds critical agencies and programs, and he says it defunded some vacant positions that had already been filled. Thus, the governor asked to be allowed to have an amendment that would give him extra spending authority if revenues were meeting his projections halfway through the fiscal year. Cruz said that if revenues began tracking higher, they would amend the budget to appropriate that increased revenue.
I'm very proud and honored to be working with this group of senators on both sides of the aisle, because they all recognized our statutory responsibility to address the 2% deficit reduction provision, and no one fought me on it.
There is no word yet on whether or not the governor plans to veto the measure. However, if the 13 votes that pass the bill stick, then the bill will be veto-proof.